Lexus cars are so quiet that sometimes you forget whether you've started the engine or if you're just sitting on a very expensive sofa. The classic Japanese luxury dilemma. In 2026, the Takumi brand decided to stop being the sensible choice and become the nightmare for German manufacturers. Today, we analyze the 7 models that will redefine perfection for 2027. Stay tuned for number 1, because it's the supercar that will leave Ferrari speechless. Let's get started. Number 7. Lexus LA and LA. The world of sports motoring changed forever when the first Lexus LA came to light. It was a project that took a decade to complete, a car built not for profit, but for pride. That's why, when rumors about a spiritual successor began circulating, the international community held its breath. The new Lexus LA for 2027 is not just a tribute to the past, it's a quantum leap into the future. Engineers are said to have worked tirelessly to capture that mechanical essence that made the original model's V10 engine sound like a musical instrument. But this time under a platform adapted to modern times. The real magic of this new supercar lies in what cannot be seen at first glance. Lexus is betting heavily on solid-state battery technology, an innovation that promises to change the game in terms of weight and charging speed. While European manufacturers struggle with the volume and heat of conventional batteries, this model aims to offer a center of gravity so low and a power delivery so instantaneous that it will humble the most established names from the old continent. It's not just about straight-line speed, it's the ability to connect with the asphalt almost telepathically, but the brand's ambition doesn't stop on the streets. Alongside the production model comes the electrified variant. This is the rawest, most radical interpretation of performance, a vehicle focused purely on high-level circuit racing. If the LA is elegance in motion, the LA is controlled aggression. With active aerodynamics that seem to come alive in corners and a chassis reinforced with exotic materials once reserved for the aerospace industry, Lexus is sending a direct message to racetracks worldwide. It's no longer about participating, it's about dominating. The development of this model on circuits like Nürburgring is no coincidence. Every lap, every suspension adjustment, and every gram of weight saved has a single purpose: to prove that Japanese precision knows no limits when the imagination of its brightest engineers is set free. Number 6. Lexus ESE. The reinvention of the brand's best-selling executive sedan has finally arrived to claim its throne with renewed authority. The new Lexus EC for 2027 represents a balance that many would consider impossible between the company's classic heritage and total technological disruption. For decades, this particular model has been the absolute gold standard for drivers seeking a refuge of tranquility, a sanctuary of silence and a bubble of peace amid the unbearable chaos of daily urban traffic in major cities. But for the development of this new generation, Japanese engineers did not settle for merely tweaking or improving what already worked well. They decided to redesign the vehicle from the ground up, using a new global architecture platform that allows unprecedented structural rigidity in this segment. This physical solidity translates directly into a driving silence that borders on the supernatural, eliminating any vibration or external noise before it even reaches the passenger's ears. The question often arises as to why this brand so resolutely refuses to abandon sedans, while other renowned manufacturers are systematically removing them from their global lineups to focus solely on larger vehicles. The answer is as simple as it is decisive. The efficiency of the future requires forms that cut through the air with minimal resistance. A surgically precise sedan is, by its very physical nature, far more efficient than any boxy SUV, no matter how advanced its powertrain. In the era of full electrification, where every kilometer of range is a technical victory, aerodynamics becomes the most valuable currency. Moreover, Lexus deeply respects the loyal and sophisticated audience that still values discreet elegance and the smooth driving dynamics that only a 3-box platform can genuinely offer. Lexus fully understands that being a true industry leader means offering excellent choices where others provide only boring, predictable uniformity. One of the most groundbreaking and disruptive innovations in this model is the implementation of the sophisticated Direct 4 system. This is an intelligent all-wheel drive technology that manages power delivery to each wheel instantaneously and with extreme precision. We are no longer talking about a conventional mechanical system that reacts late when it detects a loss of grip on the main axle. Direct 4 is a proactive system that constantly anticipates the driver's intentions and analyzes terrain conditions in microseconds to distribute torque exactly. This allows a vehicle the size of the E-Say to feel surprisingly light and agile in tight corners, while remaining extremely stable and planted on high-speed highways. The system completely eliminates the sense of heaviness and understeer that often accompanies large luxury vehicles, transforming the driving experience into something intuitive and almost telepathic. It is, in essence, the most advanced application of technology in service of the driver's absolute confidence. Number 5. Lexus RXE. Moving now to a visually more compact format, but no less ambitious in its goals, we have the new Lexus RXE. This next-generation crossover is designed and conceived to define sales volume and brand image in the most competitive and demanding markets across Europe and Asia. In these regions, where urban space is an extremely scarce luxury and maneuverability is a basic necessity for daily survival, the RXE presents itself as the perfect and definitive solution. We must not make the mistake of thinking it is simply a smaller vehicle or a reduced version of its larger siblings. On the contrary, it is a pure concentration of all the technology, refinement, and artisanal philosophy the brand has developed for its most expensive flagship models, applied to a size that is much more versatile, youthful, and dynamic. What truly sets the RXE apart from any direct competitor in its segment is its revolutionary cabin, meticulously designed under the philosophical concept of Tazuna. This Japanese term describes the ancestral relationship of trust, respect, and seamless communication between a rider and their horse through the precise use of reins. In the context of the vehicle interior, this philosophy translates into perfect ergonomics, where every touchscreen, physical control, and function button is positioned so that the driver never needs to take their eyes off the road or make unnecessary or awkward movements. It is the culmination of the human-machine connection, an environment where advanced technology is not perceived as an invasive distraction, but as a natural extension of the driver's own senses. The user interface has been simplified so that the most important information always appears directly in the line of sight, allowing driving to be an uninterrupted flow experience. The RXE also sets a milestone in the industry by introducing new high-tech, sustainable materials in its interior that do not sacrifice the feeling of opulence and exclusivity. From technical fabrics made from recycled fibers with astonishing tactile quality to finishes in noble woods treated with ancestral Japanese carpentry techniques, the cabin is a rolling manifesto that modern luxury must first and foremost be environmentally responsible. In terms of propulsion, this model strongly emphasizes a new generation of plug-in hybrid systems that intelligently maximize time spent in pure electric mode. This allows the vast majority of everyday urban trips to be completed without emitting a single gram of pollutants, with a smoothness that only a brand with Lexus's experience can consistently guarantee. With the launch of the RXE, the company does not just aim to increase its market share. It seeks to establish a new ethical and aesthetic standard for how a luxury vehicle should feel and look at the close of this decade. The strategic importance of these two models cannot be underestimated. While the E-Say keeps the flame of the executive sedan alive with an injection of all-wheel drive technology that defies the laws of physics, the RXE becomes the gateway to a new type of luxury that is more conscious, connected, and agile. Both vehicles share the same root: an obsession with perfection in execution and a rejection of the ordinary. In the next stage of this analysis, we will see how Lexus carries these same concepts of precision and elegance to the higher segments of its hierarchy, where performance and design reach levels that previously belonged only to the realm of automotive science fiction. The brand has made it clear that its path toward electrification is not a renunciation of its identity, but a necessary evolution to elevate the customer experience to levels of pleasure and safety never before explored in the mass production of high-end vehicles. Number 4. Lexus GX. The arrival of the new generation of the Lexus GX for 2027 marks a definitive turning point in the history of luxury recreational vehicles. What we are witnessing is the most radical evolution of the ladder frame chassis platform the brand has presented in recent decades. In a world where most manufacturers are migrating toward lighter, urban-focused unibody structures, Lexus has decided to double down on the traditional body-on-frame architecture, taking it to a level of technical sophistication that defies all previous logic. This chassis is not simply a steel base. It is a masterpiece of metallurgical engineering, reinforced at key points to offer torsional rigidity 50% greater than the previous generation. This structure allows the vehicle to withstand extreme stresses when crossing uneven terrain in the mountains while keeping the cabin in a state of complete calm, without a single creak from interior materials. It is the physical foundation that ensures the doors close with the same millimeter-level precision, whether on a 5-star hotel red carpet or in the middle of a desert dune. The exterior design of the GX is a clear and direct statement of intent. Its lines are now much squarer, honest, and robust, moving away from the fluid and sometimes excessive curves of other models in the range to embrace an aesthetic that communicates functionality and durability. Every angle of the body has been designed to enhance off-road capability. The front overhang is shorter to allow a better approach angle, while the widened wheel arches not only give it a more imposing and aggressive stance, but also accommodate larger profile tires and long travel suspension. Under the hood, the twin-turbo 6-cylinder engine delivers torque from very low RPMs, vital when overcoming technical obstacles at low speeds. What truly surprises, however, is how this power is managed so smoothly and quietly that, with your eyes closed, you could easily forget you're commanding a beast designed for mud and rock. The real triumph of this model lies in the almost magical balance between extreme luxury and the ability to cross a desert without disturbing a single hair. Stepping inside the cabin, the contrast with the exterior is immediate and fascinating. While nature outside can be harsh and unforgiving, inside you are greeted by an atmosphere of absolute serenity. The seats have been designed with impact-absorbing technology that minimizes driver fatigue during long journeys over uneven roads. The infotainment system and surround view cameras now include specific off-road functions, allowing the driver to see exactly what is happening under the front wheels, as if the hood were transparent. Lexus has achieved something that seems contradictory: a vehicle that is a war tank underneath and a presidential suite above. This duality is attracting a new class of buyers who no longer settle for the appearance of adventure but demand the actual capability to live it without sacrificing the finest comforts of modern life. Number 3. Lexus JL. Now we enter one of the most fascinating and discussed territories among industry experts in recent months: the mysterious super-luxury pickup project internally known as the Lexus JL. For a long time, the idea of a Japanese luxury brand entering the world of pickup trucks seemed like an unfounded rumor, a dream of enthusiasts that would never see the light of day. However, recent leaks and strategic moves by the company confirm that the project is a tangible reality, poised to change the rules of the game forever. Analyzing why Lexus decided to enter a market traditionally dominated by American brands like Ford, Ram, and Chevrolet reveals a sharp business vision. The pickup market has evolved so that these vehicles are no longer merely work tools. They have become status symbols and family vehicles for people with active lifestyles and high budgets. Many customers of conventional pickups spend astronomical sums on luxury accessories to achieve a level of comfort that native pickup brands cannot offer from the factory. Lexus saw this market gap and decided to fill it with a product designed from the very first sketch as a superior luxury vehicle. The engineering of the JL is a story of collaboration and technical elevation. While it shares much of its basic architecture with the Toyota Tundra, one of the world's most respected and durable pickups, Lexus has taken these components and completely transformed them. It is similar to the relationship between a good steel watch and a high-end platinum timepiece. While the Tundra provides the high-strength steel backbone and proven powertrain systems that have been tested to exhaustion in the world's harshest conditions, Lexus elevates the ensemble to levels previously associated only with names like Rolls-Royce or Bentley. This is not simply a matter of adding leather seats to a standard pickup. The suspension system has been entirely redesigned, replacing standard components with state-of-the-art adaptive dampers and an air suspension setup in the rear axle that completely eliminates the characteristic bounce when the bed is empty. The result is a ride quality that floats over road imperfections, offering a smoothness that surprises anyone who has previously driven a pickup. Acoustic insulation is another pillar where the JL creates a vast gap with any competitor. Double laminated glass is used for all windows, and massive amounts of sound-absorbing material have been applied to the floor, doors, and roof. The goal is that even while towing a multi-ton yacht or carrying heavy construction equipment, the interior remains as quiet as a private club library. Regarding the bed design, Lexus has introduced clever solutions that blend utility with aesthetics, such as composite material linings that are virtually indestructible yet visually elegant, along with hidden LED lighting and high-capacity power outlets to run any electronic equipment. The JL is not intended to compete with standard work pickups. It seeks to be the ultimate vehicle for the business owner, landowner, or elite adventurer who needs a pickup's versatility, but refuses to sacrifice the distinction and refinement that only a brand like Lexus can provide. This foray into the pickup segment is a bold move, demonstrating the brand's confidence in its ability to redefine any vehicle category. By taking the undeniable robustness of Japanese engineering and dressing it in the finest contemporary design, Lexus is creating a completely new niche. It is not just a pickup with a luxury badge. It is the culmination of decades of learning what extreme durability truly means and how it can coexist with opulence. In the coming years, as we see the JL on both the world's most exclusive avenues and remote rural roads, we will remember this moment as the day the pickup concept ceased to be purely utilitarian and became a new form of automotive art. The conquest of these new segments is no accident but the result of a meticulous strategy where limitless power finally meets uncompromising luxury, establishing a new world order in the garages of the planet's most demanding drivers. The brand's vision for 2027 is clear. There are no boundaries that cannot be crossed and no segments that cannot be elevated. Whether through the rebirth of pure robustness with the GX or by creating a new category of excellence with the JL, the Japanese firm is sending a clear message to the entire industry. Competitors may try to match it in equipment or power, but achieving that spiritual balance between a machine that can handle everything and a space that makes you feel at home is a challenge only those obsessed with detail can master. We are entering a new era of motoring where strength is no longer brute but applied with the elegance of a silk glove over an iron fist. The future of luxury is no longer limited to paved roads. The whole world is now the stage where Lexus displays its total dominance. Number 2. Lexus LFC. When we talk about the Lexus LFC, we enter a category that transcends the conventional definition of a car. This model presents itself as the ultimate grand tourer, an engineering masterpiece that achieves what many experts considered a technical utopia, the perfect and harmonious combination of hydrogen propulsion and electric power. It is not just an eco-friendly car, it is a statement of principles about what high-performance transportation should be in a world demanding sustainability without sacrificing the passion for speed. At the heart of this vehicle is a fourth-generation fuel cell system that has been miniaturized and optimized to deliver instantaneous power, comparable to a 12-cylinder combustion engine, but with a smoothness and silence that are almost unreal. The aerodynamic design of the LFC is undoubtedly the most advanced ever seen on a road-going vehicle from the Japanese brand. Every curve, air intake, and body panel has been sculpted after thousands of hours in the wind tunnel, aiming not only to reduce drag, but also to use airflow to cool internal components and generate downforce that keeps the car glued to the road as if magnetized. The silhouette is low, wide, and extremely fluid, with a roofline that appears to merge seamlessly with the rear. Traditional side mirrors have been replaced by high-definition cameras integrated into the structure, reducing turbulence and wind noise at high speeds. It is a design that looks like it came from a science fiction film, but serves a vital technical function to maximize the efficiency of its powertrain. The onboard experience of this grand tourer redefines the concept of long-distance travel. The cabin is conceived under the philosophy of Japanese hospitality, anticipating the driver's needs. Interior materials are a mix of high-tech synthetic fabrics made from recycled ocean plastics and woods, treated with ancient techniques that preserve their natural texture. The air purification system not only removes particles, but also generates negative ions to improve alertness and passenger well-being. With the LFC, Lexus has not only created a fast and clean car, it has created a time capsule where the future feels present in every acceleration and turn of the wheel. It proves that hydrogen is not a distant alternative, but an exciting reality that can offer driving sensations conventional battery-powered engines have yet to replicate. Number 1. Lexus NX 2027. Finally, we arrive at the crown of this technological showcase, the model that bears the responsibility of being the commercial heart of the brand. The Lexus NX for 2027 is not merely a mid-cycle update. It is a total and complete redesign of the brand's global best-selling flagship. The importance of this vehicle cannot be overstated, as it defines the brand experience for the vast majority of its customers. By placing it at the top of this list, we recognize that achieving excellence in a mass production car is in many ways a greater challenge than creating a limited edition supercar. This model is the final piece of a strategic puzzle that makes the German and American competition seriously concerned about their market share. The reason the NX 2027 sits at the top is its ability to democratize cutting-edge technology. Lexus has poured all its knowledge into this compact SUV, equipping it with hybrid efficiency currently unmatched by any other manufacturer. The new plug-in hybrid powertrain has been optimized to provide purely electric range covering the daily needs of 90% of users, with a transition between engines so seamless that the driver only notices it when checking the dashboard indicator. Battery thermal management and energy recovery during braking have reached a level of refinement where every drop of fuel is maximized, setting new efficiency standards in its category. Where this model truly crushes its rivals is in its interior. Next-generation infotainment technology has been designed from scratch, abandoning previous systems to offer an interface as fast, intuitive, and smooth as the best smartphone on the market. The generously sized central display uses organic diode technology for true blacks and infinite contrast, while the AI voice assistant can understand complex natural language commands, allowing control of everything from climate to navigation without taking eyes off the road. Interior finishes, with soft-touch synthetic leathers and real metal details, convey a sense of solidity and luxury usually reserved for much higher segments. The NX 2027 is the perfect storm, reliable like no other, efficient like few, and technologically advanced like none. It is the car that confirms Lexus's intention not only to compete, but to dominate the everyday luxury market. Looking at these 7 models as a whole, from the revival of the wildest sports spirit to the urban sophistication of the new flagship, one thing is clear: Lexus domination by 2027 is not a possibility. It is a reality unfolding before our eyes. The brand has achieved what very few companies in history have, maintaining an identity based on quality and reliability while transforming into an absolute leader in technical innovation and bold design. This model lineup is not just a catalog refresh. It is a demonstration of industrial and creative strength, leaving very little room for error for direct competitors. The big question that lingers is whether the competition can react in time to this massive rollout. While other manufacturers are still struggling with software issues or unstable supply chains, the Japanese automaker seems to have found a cruising rhythm that combines the wisdom of experience with the energy of technological youth. European rivals, traditionally strong in design and driving dynamics, now face an opponent that matches them in those areas and far surpasses them in owner tranquility.